Numerous people email me thinking that they are descended from King Richard III. But King Richard III had no known living descendants. We know that Richard had one legitimate child with his wife, Anne Neville, and this was Edward of Middleham. We know that he was born somewhere between 1473 to 1476, and we know that he had died apparently after a short illness in 1484, aged around 10, so no children there. Richard III is known to have had two illegitimate children, thought to have been fathered during his teenage years. The first of these is John of Gloucester, so called because his father was the Duke of Gloucester. He's thought to have been born in Pontefract, so he's sometimes also known as John of Pontefract. He was given the post of Captain of Calais in 1485, just a few months before his father's death at the Battle of Bosworth. When King Henry VII came to the throne, it's thought that he took him away from this position, but did give him an allowance, though some years later it's thought that Henry had him imprisoned and then later executed, again not having had any children. The second known illegitimate child of Richard III is Catherine Plantagenet. She's known to have married William Herbert, the Earl of Huntingdon, in 1484. But she must have died before 1487 because the Earl is at the coronation of Elizabeth of York and is described as a widower. She too is thought to have died childless. There is a third possible illegitimate child of Richard III, and this is Richard of Eastwell, who claimed that Richard III was his father. The story goes that the young Richard was taken to the tent of King Richard III on the eve of the Battle of Bosworth and was told that if Richard III was killed in battle, he was to hide his identity as his son forever. He was later hired as a bricklayer by the Lord of the Manor of Eastwell, but it's said that he could read Latin, a sign of education and potentially high status. The parish records show that Richard of Eastwell died in 1550, again childless. So while Richard III left no known living descendants, his brothers and sisters did. In fact, millions of them. But that's another story.